If you can start off by just telling us what does it mean to you to be able to see like the kickoff officially now with the academy?
Yeah, it gives me goosebumps just to be a part of something so huge. I've said it before, this club is going to be a giant, and we're taking the first steps. We're laying the foundation for how big this club can be. Everything we do matters, and I think the attention to detail and how much effort has gone into being as intentional as we have been, I think will honor the future of this club.
And we see some of the players interacting with the academy players, starting to build those relationships. How important is it, right, for them to build that relationship, especially for the academy players to move up and learn from them?
It's the most important. You know, coaches are important, but players are the protagonists in everything. They're the most important components of all of this. And so the mentorship and the learnings that players can provide to other players is always more valuable than anything a coach can give.
Mikey, can you speak to the scope of this? This is a long game. Some of the young kids here may not, if they do make it to the pros, it could be 5, 6, 7, 10 years before they get there. Starting this young and seeing through that process, what's that like?
Yeah, you trust in the process in the long term. You keep a close eye on the short term, but you also don't forget to keep that eye. The fact of the matter is, not every single one of these players will make professional. That's a fact. Okay, but all of them will play in college or get a college degree and become very, very good footballers who are pillars of their community. I think that's a win. So at the end of the day, if you keep that in mind in the long term, and then you just take the day by day as best you can have trust that things will turn out good.
How much inspiration do you see the young kids getting from your first team already, just from the stars they get to see play?
Yeah, I think massive. They have so much energy. We get sent videos when we're on the road and we score goals. They show the academy sends us videos of the little guys cheering in the cafeteria, going nuts. They know the songs at Frontera SD. They go through that. I see them in the stadium. But I'll add to that, and it's not just our guys inspiring them, but they're also inspiring our guys because they represent the responsibility we have to act and behave in a way that honors the project.
Ima spoke a little bit about the kids being in those first team meetings. How do you feel about being able to share that experience with them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm the head coach, and we decided to do that for a reason. We want a full integration here, and the first step for those young guys is just to be a fly on the wall in like unit meetings, functional meetings, because the best way that we learn sometimes is just seeing role models and seeing what happens, so they can see how the first team players interact with the coaching staff, and then we'll take it step by step as they get older. Maybe they'll start being involved in some of it. Maybe they'll be in. And so we want to create a program where that integration is thoughtful and intentional, and be able to follow through on it.
Obviously, your priority is the first team, but how involved do you get with the academy? Do you pay attention to some of the things they do at training, or some of the players that you are keeping an eye on?
My priority is right to dream, number one, and so that takes everything into account. I don't get involved in details because there's so many details to be done at the first team level, and we have experts that are taking really good care of the academy, but we're in constant collaboration because we see ourselves as one community where feedback is welcomed, and that collaboration, we believe, makes us stronger.
You coached the national team at one point. Is this the kind of program, not this specifically, but programs like this that could win a World Cup for the United States one day?
I think at the international level, you'll never win a World Cup based on one region. The power of diversity extends to our country. Our country's got so many different pockets where you find so many different cultures and so many different profile of players. But I think that this will be a region that has a heavy-weighted impact on the U.S. national teams and the Mexican national teams.
But every region has academies like this, and all over the United States, creating soccer players at the core. Would that be the difference maker, perhaps, one day?
You know, I think it's what we try to do is, we have our way, and we really believe in our way, and we also understand that there's other strategies to make this happen. So something that we talk about a lot is like greatness is rooted in humility, and it's really important for us to not send the message that we think that we're better than anyone. We just believe in our process. We believe in our people. And we know that we can have success with the convictions that we have, but we also know that some clubs may follow suit. Other clubs might have a different strategy, and those can really be work really well together.
We see in the classrooms that the kids are learning about social injustices and being taught about inclusion. With everything that's going on in America with immigration, how does Right to Dream and how does the team focus and teach these young kids about what's right, what's wrong when it comes to just being a nice person and just being having good morals?
Everything we do is value-based here, first and foremost. And you heard Mr. Mansour say values before results. And the three values that we really push here at the first team level and into the academy is, number one, be good people. And the way that you're good people is you show respect, you listen, you're inclusive, you have compassion for people. We're all brothers and sisters living on this earth together. And we might have borders that technically divide us territorial-wise, but we all are brothers and sisters on this planet. The second one is to have a growth mindset and understand that we don't know everything. So it's really important that we just stay really true to our values when it comes to how we treat people and how we live our lives.
Thank you. Where do you see this project being in 5 years from now?
5 years from now, these 11-year-olds will be 16, so we'll potentially have maybe one of them debuting. By then, that would be one that shows really top talent. And I think that next year you might have another one, and then the year after that you should have 3 or 4.
Thank you. All right, can you tell us your name? You have a nickname. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
My name is Mateo Garcia Galindo. I'm 11 years old. I was born in Tijuana, and when I was 3, I moved to San Diego, and my nickname is Chino because Chino in English is curly hair, so that's why they call me Chino.
What position do you play here at the academy?
Here in the academy, I play left wing and right wing because I really like to. In right wing, I really like to cut it and shoot, and I also like to dribble and pass the ball.
Being from Tijuana, have you talked to Chucky Lozano a lot? Just look up to him a lot, him being in the team?
Yeah, right now I was just talking with him in the tunnel or in the hallway, and we kept making jokes, and the whole the people that speak Spanish, we made jokes, and we were talking a lot.
What's life like here? What is a typical day for you here?
A typical day here is wake up early, train, or do martial arts. I really like martial arts, and the sensei, Jerry. And when you finish with that, shower and eat breakfast. And sometimes in breakfast, there's people from the first team meeting with us. And then after breakfast, we have school. I love school here. Sometimes it's tiring, but I can get through it. And it's fun. And when we finish with school, we go to lunch. And from lunch, we either do a meeting or just go straight to lunch.
Do you like the food here, or do you miss the food back home?
I love it here. I want to thank Mr. G, Abuelito, and Carlos because they make the best food. And I like the conchas that they make here. They're so good.
Are you the youngest player here?
My roommate is actually the youngest player here.
How old is he?
He's 11. I'm 11, but
He's a little bit younger.
Yeah.
Most 11-year-olds don't leave home and live on their own or live with other players. How hard of a transition was that? Do you miss home, or is it so comfortable here that you don't notice?
It's very comfortable because we had a camp of a week, and right there I got really used to it. So it's normal now. I just call and then say bye.
How do you like school here compared to what it was like back home?
In my old school, there wasn't really that much projects to do, like physical projects. And here there's a science, we had a math, and a Spanish one.
How often do you get to see your family now?
Each Tuesday.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Would you like to say your position? Do you have a position? That's fine.
So this is Eagle, guys. He'll introduce himself. First name, last name.
My first name is Eagle, my last name is Dick.
Hey, how are you feeling with everything going on today?
It's not overwhelming, but I'm like kind of anxious and nervous, but also excited because today's a big day.
You know, we see some of the first team players interacting with you all. What is that relationship like, and just how do you like interacting with some of the pro players?
I feel like they feel like that we are their family, and we're their brothers, we're their younger brothers, and they treat us as if they were our biological parents.
Your hair is amazing, by the way.
What's your favorite thing about living here and just practicing and getting to, play with all of the other academy players?
I feel like it helps me develop better, get better as a person and character. Like my skills to learn and to develop will just get better and better.
And what position do you play, and like what do you like to do in the field?
Mostly, I play either 3 or 4, center back, and then 8 and 10, which is the same position, but it's just like center back.
What's your go-to celebration if you do score?
Like this.
All right.
Where are you from?
I'm from here, but my parents are from Ghana, and then my dad's from Sweden.
Your dad's from where?
Sweden.
Ah, Sweden. Okay. Where in San Diego? Were you born here? Where were you born?
Las Vegas.
But you've lived in San Diego for a little while? Yeah?
No, apart from now.
Oh, okay. You were in Las Vegas, then you just moved here. Got it. How hard is it to leave your family at a young age? I mean, you get to see them, I know, but to live on them.
I mean, it's hard, but like the staff all around here take care of us very well, as if they were our parents.
Was that a hard decision with your parents? Did you guys have to talk about that?
Not really.
You said, I want to do this?
Who's your favorite player on the team?
On this team?
On this,
Like in the academy or
on the San Diego FC?
on the first team?
First team.
Try.
Right.
Do you hope to play pro here for San Diego FC?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Could you spell your name?
EAGLEDE space
KNIJF.
Got it.
How's the food here?
It's good.
Yeah? What do you usually like to eat here?
The bacon and the sausage.
Breakfast, good? How early do you get up?
6 a.m.
6 a.m.? Do they have to drag you out of bed, or you're a morning person? Really? That's awesome, man. All right.
How many hours do you spend practicing? Would you say soccer, and how many hours do you spend in school? Would you say? Just kind of talk about your day.
So we would wake up 6:30, but I wake up at 6 because I need treatment. Because like I'm growing and stuff. And then we have training at 7 o'clock. And like it's about 100 minutes, like so an hour and 40. And then after we'll go shower in our locker rooms and then go eat breakfast. And then after breakfast we'll go to school.
We're gonna have Don Garber now, guys. Hi, Emma. If you can start off by just letting us know, what does it mean to you, to be part of this start for SanDiego FC, being a graduate yourself?
think it's been great. It's just, I know the work that we've all put in as a team here together with the coaches and the sacrifice that has gone in. So it's great to see the results that we've been getting, and it's been really nice. And then now having the young kids here also to, be here and try to draw inspiration from us, but we also know that, we could also pick up a few things from them. So it's great to have the whole family together in one campus.
What's academy life like for the kids?
For the kids here?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's been great. I think they're all every time that I see them, it's always positive. They're happy. They're enjoying being in an environment where they're competing every day and learning from, the best people around the world. So I think they're all very happy and excited to be here.
What about for you?
For me, it's been great too. Just seeing them, it's kind of like living it back. When I was their age and getting into the academy. So every now and then I try to go to their sessions or games and stuff and kind of remind me, and it's good to look back at those moments. Yeah.
Do you think it's hard to be away from your family and at such a young age focus on soccer?
It's really tough. It's really tough. I mean, when I did it, I used to, go to the academy for 3 months and come back home. After every 3 months, I get a month home with my family, and it was very tough, especially that first year. But over time, you understand the sacrifice you're making and you see the results coming through, so it makes it a little bit bearable. But these kids are sacrificing a lot, and they should be appreciated. Yeah.
You spoke a little bit about them sitting in on first team meetings and also watching video. What are the kind of insights that they're giving you during that?
Yeah, when they're sitting in, usually the coaches are running it, but they're listening to our response. If the coach makes a remark that needed somebody to make a run here, and then I saw them all actively with their notepads down, writing down everything, and I looked at a few of them after the session, and I could see all the points that they wrote down are exactly the kind of things that we're looking for. And in the world, I don't think I've seen that anywhere else, where academy kids 12 years old get to sit in with the first team. So I think they're getting a lot of great education, which will really impact their development.
Thank you, Emma.
Thank you.
Yep.
That is what today is all about. Here you have a kid.
Yeah.
We just had one. Eagle was here. He's 11 years old, speaking to the media as if he's a commissioner. And either he's going to grow up and be a great player for SanDiego.FC, hopefully for the U.S., not for Mexico, or he's going to be the next commissioner of Major League Soccer. I just love him. I love these kids. It's fantastic.
Have you seen anything like this around the MLS with the academy?
No, I mean, our academies are not this young, but we've got some strong academies. Our league is very invested in youth development. All of our teams in the U.S. and Canada have academies from U19 on down. But this is unique. We only have 3 residence programs in Philadelphia, Vancouver, now here in San Diego. There's one in Salt Lake, so now this is our 4th. But this is unique, part of a global program with Right to Dream, and thinking about developing players, but it's as important to develop great young men. I sat at dinner with a couple of the alumni. These guys are impressive. And they played in college. None of the 3 guys I met last night played professionally, but they are different. Their lives have been changed by Right to Dream. So for me, having Right to Dream in Major League Soccer is the story. And if players are developed out of that, that's great. But the fact that we're part of this global ecosystem is something I'm very pleased and proud of.
Doing the right thing can be expensive. Obviously, MLS is not on the same financial footing as some of the European leagues. Does it make sense to start this young and put this amount of resources?
It speaks to the vision of Sir Mohammed Mansour. So whether it makes sense or not will be determined over time, but it's remarkable. Not only that, the enormous expense of housing, educating, and training these kids full time, but if they don't make it by the time they get knocked out when they're 13, they stay in the school until they're 16. So they don't have any ability to recapture that value. That's because they're as focused on developing them as young adults as they are as developing them young professional players.
Are you impressed with the success that this team is having this season with the Right to Dream style, how quickly they've just climbed up the ladder, being in first place in the West right now.
And I've seen expansion teams like St. Louis do really well, and other teams that came into the league that did not do well. So, I like to say it's easier to be new than it is to be new and improved. So, I admire everything that they've done to put together their playing style, hiring the right technical staff. Mikey obviously is experienced and doing a great job. What is really impressive is how quickly this team has become established in this city and within this region. They've done it right. Tom Penn has got a lot of experience. Mohamed Mansour owns other professional clubs in Egypt and in Denmark. So they didn't come into this with as newbies. They came in with a lot of experience.
Do you see a future where Right to Dream expands with other MLS clubs?
I think if it can be figured out, I'd like to see that. I don't know how. We have this unique structure where our teams have exclusivity around their homegrown territories, but it almost seems to be too valuable to be limited to one market. But they're visionary guys. We're a visionary league. Maybe there's ways for us to think about broader engagement, broader programming. Who knows?
Guys, we got time for one or two more, if that's okay.
The facilities was the big question at the beginning of the season with the way the wave season ended last year with Snapdragon Stadium. What have you thought about the facilities that SanDiego.FC's had this year?
Well, listen, I think it's great to have a stadium that you could open your season in, not have to invest $1 billion in a brand new building like we'll have in our 3 new stadiums, New York, Miami, and Chicago. But it's obviously busy with a lot of activity, and I know both we and the Wave and the NWSL and MLS have been working with SDSU to try to ensure that the field surface is as safe and as proper as can be.
Great. Thank you, guys. Just such an impactful event, man. What, from seeing the kids up there, what feelings did that give you?
I'm very passionate about it. I was so touched to see the young players, first class of the Right to Dream Academy, which was a dream of mine, a dream of the Mansour family, a dream of the Sequan tribe, to be actually here and in existence. We cut the ribbon in May of 2023. It was just the Sequan land here. And today we have one of the best performance centers, not only in America, I think one of the best in the world. And this is our belief and our betting on the future of football here in San Diego. And the result of the team that has achieved today and is, contending for the leadership of the Western Conference has been, we clinched the part, of the playoffs first in all the Western and Eastern Conference. I mean, this is something amazing. And it gives me so much pleasure and honor to have been part of it.
And you mentioned watching the games back home.
Yeah.
What have you thought of this team? Did you expect them to be this good so early?
I was hopeful, but also, didn't expect, honestly, I didn't expect us to be where we are today. Because it's a miracle. It's, it's a dream team. It's a team that gels together from different parts of the world, from different cultures, from different parts of society, whether it be Mexico, Europe, Ghana, Africa, and Egypt. Egypt probably will happen later. But it's a very diverse group that gels together, young, play, energetic, and powerful in their game, and relentless, and also wanting to win.
Mr. Mansour, what is the message for the kids, for the young people in the both sides of the border? They've been waiting for this kind of opportunity for a long time. What you can tell them? What is the message for them?
Well, there is an opportunity for everyone. Just like I said, we're creating an opportunity for those that are ready to fight for their position, to be competitive, to hard work. And you've seen this is the first class of 19 students. I visited the classroom, I visited some of the young, and I tell you, it's very touching. You saw them coming out. I mean, this is something amazing. And we've done this in Ghana, we've done this in Egypt, we've done this in Denmark, and here we're doing it in San Diego, with the support also of the Sequan tribe, our partners. So this is an amazing achievement, and we're very proud and honored to see this today, and this is an important day for me.
Are you very or really happy with everything, with the team, with the San Diego, with the invest, with everything?
I can't be happy, honestly. The results, top of the Western Conference, so far contending for the Western Conference, going into the playoffs, having a team that gels together with different, that's diverse, and doing an excellent job. I mean, so far, they play amazing football. The style of football is the style of football that is created by Right to Dream. That's a specific style of football. So a Right to Dream graduate that has been a Right to Dream academy from Ghana, or from Denmark, or from Egypt, or now from SanDiego, they gel together and play this very exciting game. It makes it so interesting.
Are you tomorrow for the game, Mr. Mansour?
Of course.
Are you going to be there?
Of course.
Okay. I'll see you there.
I'll see you there too.
How important is it for the team to have Right to Dream graduates like Willie, Emma, and Marcus to guide the students?
I think it's very, very important because it shows the youngsters they share the dining room together. They have their mentors are there. The leaders of the first team, they see them every day, they talk to them, they give them some experiences of what they have gone through. And I think it's very important. Emma, he talks about his experiences as a Right to Dreamer. Marcus the same. So it's a great opportunity for this younger generation to meet with their idols and mentors and talk to them.
Mr. Mansour, you mentioned the high expectation of having one of the players here be in the future one of the top players of the U.S. Can you tell us a little bit why do you have that expectation?
I have that prediction, I have that feeling. Graduates of Right to Dream and SanDiego.Futbol club will make America proud. And where they come from, whether they come from SanDiego or they come from neighboring counties or from neighboring country, Mexico, I think we're going to make it proud because they gel together, they work hard. Look at the environment; it's amazing. As when you go to the classroom, they either excel in education or they excel in sports, but it builds character of these youngsters, and that's what Right to Dream has done in Ghana, in Egypt, in Denmark, and is doing this today in
And how proud do you feel that they're going to be also players from Mexico, like you mentioned? There's already 2 players from Tijuana. How's that feeling?
That's an amazing feeling. Talking to the youngsters, and when you talk to them themselves in first class, how confident they are, because the teaching is how to give them confidence and support and having them happy. When I met with the kids, are you happy? They said we're very happy. And Egypt the same, and Ghana the same, and Denmark the same. And here, this is a Right to Dream family. It's a different concept of sports that I think, as an academy, is one of the great leaders in the world.
Seeing the success that Right to Dream style has here in America, do you see it revolutionizing MLS in the future?
I think it will have an impact. We see it having an impact at the style of play, the quality of players, the tradition, teaching character of the youngsters. I think it will definitely have an impact. And you'll see it as we go along. And we'll see the MLS gel with youngsters coming from different parts of the world.
You're a businessman. How much of this is good business, finding young stars before they get really expensive, and how much is it just the right thing to do?
Well, to tell you, as a businessman, this is the most important venture for me, right, in this part of my life. It's something I feel has a purpose because it helps youth development. It helps build character. It's not a business deal. It's a human deal. It's a family deal. When I look at these youngsters, I remember, my sons, my grandchildren. It's the same, and I'm so proud of what's happening here, and on time. That we've built quite a performance center where the players of SanDiego.Futbol club meet and eat and can mentor the youngsters as to how to be better persons. I think this is more important. It's building character than saying we want to have great football will come, but learning to have a good character and values is the most important.
And how important is it? You get families; they have to trust that they're going to send their kids for months at a time to do this. That's an important responsibility.
It's very important, and it's so when I met with the families today, the first thing I said was thank you. Thank you for trusting me, because I know what it's like. And that's why I asked them the very few first questions were, are you happy? To the youngsters, they said, we're very happy. I said, who's your best friend? He told me his best friend. What position do you play? He said, left back. and the confidence in the kids. It's going to create opportunities for these youngsters that would have been different. And we've seen it. I'm originally from Egypt, and I've seen when Right to Dream started in Egypt, and the CEO of Right to Dream in Egypt is here and is behind you. Anyway, so the classes, how these kids have progressed is something that really is very gratifying.
Maybe one final question, and then we'll have to wrap up. You good?